Hi, Tammy, you're back. I'm not sure why my Wi-Fi was like acting up. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like it didn't make sense. Like, why was it acting up? Like, when I went on live earlier, went on, I think, was it 3 times? Went on live, and then it's like anytime I play music, for whatever, I've noticed this. Anytime I play music on YouTube, they don't like it, even though I'll put not to monetize the video so that I can play music. They still want to act funny. So like right now, I'm gonna try to see. I have no music playing, and see if I have the same issue. Anyways, so now I'm just letting this headband help, like, grasp the lace front before I start cutting it, because I'm like back and forth doing stuff and trying to get it like situated. I'm like, dude, like. But while I'm waiting, let me open this up. I got these yesterday at the store. I like these things. They only come out during the holidays, but I can only have so many of them because after a while they get like, it tastes kind of like, I don't know, like the sweetness of it. It's like, so you can only have like so much, which is fine because they only have a few in here anyway, so it's not a big deal. Yeah. I'm not sure. It's a weird question. Do you? But yeah. I know, right? I hope so. Oops, I think I opened this wrong. I did. Anyways, I don't know how I opened this wrong, but it is what it is. Oh, man. Like, and then I had a hard time cutting out the tabs on this because the wig, damn, I hope I didn't put this on wrong. I guess I'll find out, won't I? Hey, because I was having difficulties trying to align this. Thank you. You too. Happy Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you. Whatever. It's having difficulties. Like I said, I haven't done this in 3 years, put one of these on, so I'm not surprised that I'm having some issues with it. And then having issues with YouTube of my lives just lagging. But anyways. Sorry, I missed your comment. Sometimes YouTube will automatically delete a comment. If it's not a hat. It's not a hat. It's a headband that I have attached to keep this lace front wig right now, so I'm letting it dry down. But it does look like a hat though, doesn't it? But it's not. It's like a headband, like really tight, because I have to let this dry down for a little bit before I can, thank you, before I can like start cutting it, blah, blah, blah. Do you really? I like these too, but they only sell them during like the holiday season. I haven't, you know what? I just saw yesterday they had the dark chocolate. I've never had the dark chocolate before. Never. I've never tried them before. But like I was saying a few minutes ago, like I can only have so many of these because after a while, when you have more than like a few, they taste kind of like bitter. I literally ate a whole box of those. Yeah, you can, because look at this. Yeah, what? You only get what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You only get 5 in one row. So technically, you only have like 10 in a box, and there's like bite size. So yeah, you could finish them in one sitting. Like right now, I had 2, and like right now, like the sweetness of it, it's like so strong. But like I said, I only get it during the holiday season. How many more minutes I have? Maybe a couple more minutes, and I'll take this off so I can start cutting it. Man, I was having issues like earlier, like 30 minutes ago. I was having issues with like YouTube, and then I went on TikTok, thinking that because of the chocolate. So I went off for 30 minutes because no one was in my live anyways on YouTube. And because I think it was because it was lagging, whatever reason, it was just stuck. So I said, all right, let me go on TikTok. I'm wondering if it's just a reception, because I went on TikTok and no one was on TikTok either on my live. I'm like, is something wrong with my internet? Because I'm not getting anybody. At least with YouTube, people will tell me, oh, I'm lagging or something's wrong with my connection. So at least I'll know that. But when I go on TikTok, nobody was in there to tell me if I was having issues with my internet connection. Like nobody. So I had no idea if it was working or if it was not working. And then, yeah, at first it was, and I'm like, whatever. And the only positive part about TikTok is that I can play music, or on YouTube, they don't let you. I mean, you can, like I said earlier, but it sucks. You will. And these went up too. Like these used to be real cheap back in the days. These used to be like $1.50, almost like even $1 some places. I got this for like $2.94. So they went up on double the price on these. I'm like, granted, $3 is not like a lot of money, but comparison to what I remember, like last year only it being like $1.50 just to buy a box, I'm like, really? I used to buy like 2 boxes. This time I was only buy 1 box. Anyways, I hope everyone's doing well. Thank you for coming into the live. I appreciate it. At least I know it's working for now. I know. It's like, I feel like they don't let you do much of anything anymore. It's like, even like videos I upload that, okay, so a lot of my comedic, funny videos that I make where I use people's audio, which you can do that, because if you find their video like funny, then you can use their audio, which is kind of cool because then it'll tell you where you took the original sound from. Anyways, they're even muting some of those. I'm like, why? Like, that doesn't make any sense. I'm like, especially if they're trying to compete with TikTok, you would think they would want you to use live music in your lives, but whatever. Shout out to One Wheels. Shout out to who? Shout out to who? So here I am, waiting for this to dry down a little bit, and irritated that I can't play music. Kind of hungry though. Anyways, it's almost 3. Like 2:40, 2:47 right now. If my dog wants to start barking, of course she does. But you can see the lights right here. I'm not sure why she's barking. Can you hear her? Can you hear her? Man. They are overly protective of copyright because of big businesses paying big bucks for. Yeah. But it's kind of crazy though. Yes, you are right. So that's the reason why when you do make live videos that you can only use 60 seconds of a song on whatever, because then a portion of any revenue that's made goes to the artist, which is fair. It should be that way. Well, supposedly it goes to the artist, but it really goes to the record label first, and then they pay the artist, and sometimes they pay the artist nothing. But I don't know how TikTok gets away with it though. With it then, because if you're able to play music on TikTok during your live, I wonder how they're able to kind of work around that where YouTube isn't able to. It's interesting, especially with YouTube being so massive, like it's such a big platform that I'm surprised that they haven't figured out a way. I mean, I'm just happy they're allowing you to play music, because remember like a year ago you wasn't able to play music in your shorts, and now you're able to, only for that 1 minute. Anything above or over the 1 minute, then they don't let you play the music for whatever reason. They just don't. So because now you have the option to have a 3 minute short on YouTube, which sometimes is a little better that way than the 60 seconds, because I really despise having the 60-second option only on TikTok, because I mean on YouTube, because sometimes it's like you want to do more on your shorts, but you can't, because sometimes I don't want to create long content on my. I haven't created long content on my YouTube channel for a while because not everybody watches them. So, but everyone watches my shorts. So I'm able to create longer shorts, like if I'm doing an unboxing or a quick blog, which is fine. That actually works out to my benefit. TikTok makes it harder for labels to make claims. Huh. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, what was it? The other day I was on YouTube Live, and I never knew this. I was playing the new song, no, the new album by Snow the Product. And I was playing it because I was listening to it. I said, well, let me go back on YouTube Live and see if I can play a different thing. So I started playing her new album, and they didn't demonetize me. What they end up doing is like I'm able to share my revenue with the artist, which I'm fine. That's the way it probably should be. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. But I was like, how come they didn't do it last my other song? So it must be certain artists, maybe because she's independent artist. And maybe independent artists are much easier when it comes to using their songs. And that could probably be the reason why. Because I didn't get like a check mark on YouTube. Normally, YouTube will like give me a check mark and say, yeah, your video can't earn any revenue because you're playing music. But because she's an independent artist, maybe that's probably the reason why. Which is cool for her and cool for me. Do you know what I mean? Because it's more exposure to her music if other YouTubers or other people in general in social media are playing her music. Then her sound, her music gets more pushed out. Yeah, it's just the big labels, right? Play Dirty, right? They still play Dirty. What? Oh, and I just found out, and I never knew this. What's her name? Haley Williams. I didn't know she was locked into a contract for 20 years where she was not able to release any other music within that 20 years. So she was stuck with them. Whatever she could do, she could not do it until she finally, her contract ended after 20 years. That sucks, to be an artist and not to be able to artistically change your style if you wanted to, because you have to do what the label tells you. But anyways, so finally she got off of her label, went independent, and now she has a sold out tour. Like every single date on her tour is sold out. A successful album. Like, there you go. That's how you do it. Like, good for her. Okay, let me see if I can take this out. See. And what? Even Megan Thee Stallion went independent too. I wonder if I can play her old stuff. I mean, her new stuff, since technically she's independent. That's why Taylor Swift released all her music to. So, oops, I went away. to take ownership. Yeah, and I don't blame her, which was really smart of her to do that. It really was, because she has some hardcore fans. Trust me, I know. Like I have refused to buy any of her older albums because of the contract that she was in. So I always made sure that if anytime I was streaming any of her music, at that time I would make sure that I was only streaming her newer stuff. Oh no, she's fine. she's she's barking. There's other people over there right now that are with her right now. So it's almost 3 o'clock. So in her mind, she already knows it's almost time to eat. So that's her happy birthday. So because it's almost time for her to eat, that's the reason why she's barking. Dogs are smart. Dogs have that internal clock where they know. Seriously, they know. Okay, let me try to fix this. But happy birthday to you. I hope you have a good birthday. See, I did something wrong. I know I did. Because this... I might have to take this off later. Because this is puckering, and it should not pucker. Because I didn't pull hard enough. Man. But it's on here, look. But now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna fix this. Well, maybe I won't have to. Alright. I got this piece of glue stuck. Yeah, they usually eat, because I have 3 dogs, and they use... What glue did you use? Yeah, right. I had used this one. I'm not sure. It came in a kit, but it has some good hold. Yeah, clearly. It's not like this, which is what I use to put my cap down. But I thought when I was finally laying down the lace front, I thought I had a good grip, but clearly I didn't, because it's like slightly puckered. It's whatever. Here's whatever. I guess I'm a little slightly irritated because YouTube did not want to work with me earlier, and I had quite a few people in the live, and I normally don't go on live on the weekends. I normally don't. Dang it. But at least it's in here. I mean, it's in here, on here. I mean, I use Ghost Bond, not as strong, but as easy as. I don't think I've heard of that before. Honestly, I don't think I have. Okay, let me cut this out. But let me pull some of this back so I do not cut any of the hair. That's what happens. I don't do lace front wigs all that often because I always wear caps. And I'm like, let me just go ahead and do one. I haven't done one in 3 years. Two and a half. I think so. So when you don't do something often, kind of like, out of sight, out of mind type of scenario, where you kind of lose your skill set. And I should have bleached the knots, but I didn't. Because this was already pre-plucked. This is already a pre-plucked wig. And to give it like a natural hairline. But, sometimes you always gotta like work, finesse it anyways. Which I did not do. I was being impatient. But that's what happens when you be impatient. You don't take the extra time. Not everything comes out the way you want it. Oh, okay. Look at that. See, look at this. Look at that glue. Okay. Let me get the razor blade because last time I forgot to use it and I was cutting up the wig cap, which tell you. All right. Cut another piece up here. How's your weekend though? Any plans for this weekend? Hi, how are you? How's your weekend? Getting that one cut in is like, and do the jagged edge. Pretty good. That's good. Stud Studio Productions. I'm not gonna lie, that's actually kind of cool name. That's a pretty cool name. Girl. I like that name. See, now it's all quiet. All I can hear is my dog barking. That's, oh, I swear. I was going thrifting. Oh, I haven't been thrifting. But Miss Train came in this morning, so just stuffing my face with junk food. I'm hungry now. Like I went to go get the chocolate right now because a few minutes ago because I was getting hungry, and now I'm like, oh, dude, like I want to eat something. You know when you're in the mood for something, but you don't know what you're in the mood for. To be completely honest, I actually do know what I'm in the mood for. I want tacos, like tacos from a taco truck right now, but I don't want to go out in the cold to go get some. Like, and then my oldest son right now is at work. So I'm like thinking maybe we can get some after he gets off because he gets off at 4. Maybe we can like get it then. I don't know. Looking good. It's jagged enough. Now I gotta use some melting spray. I'll use some of this in a little bit to kind of like clean it up. Where do you like going thrifting? Like, is there a lot of thrifting stores by you? I haven't been thrifting in a while. It's been like a month since I went to the thrift store. I like going thrifting because you can find some really cool stuff. I should have plucked some over here. I guess I can still do that, but I gotta be careful now because now it's on. Sometimes you can find some really cool like antique stuff. And if you're a person that likes to sell it on eBay, like even better. Try to like be super careful because I got this razor blade. Right? It is so much work. That's the reason why I don't do it often. Like last time 3 years ago. Yeah. Usually Texas there's ain't good. Oh, okay. Look, I always hear bad things. Like last time I went to a Goodwill was maybe like 2 years ago, and I'm like, because I usually donate to Goodwill, but I had stopped a year ago. Now I donate when I have like leftover stuff, like not leftover stuff, but stuff I don't need any longer. I usually donate it to a thrift store, and the money that they raise typically goes to a church. I can't remember what church, so I usually donate to them, and they always get like the coolest stuff too. But the last time I've been to a Goodwill, it's been a while, because the last time it was like crazy expensive. I'm like, dang, for a Goodwill, that's crazy. That's not bad. It's fine. It's like being careful. I like the Salvation Army because they have good stuff, but their prices are. Oh, really? I don't. Do we have a Salvation Army by us? I'll be honest, I have not seen a Salvation Army where I live. No. I've seen a Purple Heart drove by our neighborhood once, because I know they pick up like stuff for people that donate, but I don't even know where they're at. But I don't remember seeing a Salvation Army, because we do have a Goodwill not that far from us. And then it's funny, we have a Goodwill, and then right next to it is that other thrift store that I was telling you about. That whatever money that they raise, it goes to the church. Okay. This one right here is like stuck. It's because I put too much glue on that spot. Oh, today is Saturday, right? Make sure to play the Powerball. Because the Powerball is at what, $1.5 billion. Goodwill was always out of hand too, but the one near me is still okay. And I just found out that there's an outlet Goodwill. My friend told me about it. I'm like, what? She goes, yeah, there's an outlet Goodwill. I'm like, okay, that makes sense, but whatever. Never knew. Like, how do you have an outlet Goodwill? But there is. Okay. It's what? I never knew about this. I don't. She says she travels somewhere and she went to go to one. I'm like, because we don't have one. At least I don't think we have one. What? That kind of makes sense now than what she was telling me, because she was saying, yeah, you just go in and you have to dig through like these, I guess, bins. I'm like, dig through. Like, I'm like literally looking at her. I'm like, okay, not trying to process it. But then they charge you by the pound. It's like going to the deli. It's like, can I get a pound of ham? What? Okay, that's hilarious. Now this would not have taken me so long, but I overglued. And I also don't want to like cut myself. And then I'm trying to make it jagged edges. It's all in stuff and didn't sell in the store, and donations I couldn't process through. I pick up. Oh, really? I guess that makes sense. I mean, because not everything sells at Goodwill. So I guess that's a kind of a nice thing, I guess, to hear that they do that, so that they're still able to like try to sell it again before. I mean, I don't know what type of merchandise or stuff they have that doesn't sell, but I was watching a documentary and they were talking about how some of the stuff that doesn't sell in like Goodwills end up ends up like in other countries and sometimes in landfills too. And I'm like, yeah, that sucks. Okay, I gotta clean that up. The bad part is the stuff that doesn't sell at the bins go right to the so they do go to the landfill. That's crazy. Like, how come it's that they how come then they just don't donate that then? Like, there's plenty of churches that could probably use some of that stuff, I'm sure. Like, there's a lot of shelter homes, a lot of churches that open their doors for like people who are homeless or something. Like, so then wouldn't that be beneficial for them? Couldn't that be like a write-off of some sort? I mean, technically it was already given to them for free too. Okay, well, now put this away. So okay. Oof, it smells like nail polish. Knowing me, a day. Went through all this just wait for a day. I'm not being completely honest. Knowing me for a day, I'm so funny like that. That's why I don't go through this hassle of like doing this weird smell. I'm not gonna lie. Why are my fingers sticking together? You know, it smells like super glue. That's what this smells like. Super glue. So, what am I? You can, if you can read my thoughts right now, that's what it smells like. I'm not gonna lie. It smells like super glue. I'm like, I know this scent. Oh my god. I need help. That's why I always say I'm special. I, Oh my god, this is like, this got it older. It does. Hi. How are you doing? Okay, where's the thing? I was on earlier, but my live was acting up. Like, I was on earlier, but I'm good. I'm just, my afternoon, it feels like it's going like, I don't know. It came on live earlier, maybe like, it's been over an hour, but I've been on live multiple times because the first time I came on, it was fine. And then it acted up. I got mine styled and cut by the vendor. Oh, that's pretty cool. And the front is already trimmed, so I just have to apply glue. There you go. See, I should have done that. I don't want to spend, because when you do that, you spend a little bit more money. So in reality, that's actually kind of worth it. Me, you're buying, like, I got this from Amazon. So you, even though they say it's pre-plucked glue, non-glue, can't talk. But I'm like, let me just go ahead and just do it. I haven't done this. I need practice. But now I'm kind of like, I am installing a lace front wig. Usually yeah, that's usually how much it cost. The heck was that? Yeah, that's usually how much it is, usually too, right? When you get like a decent one. And this one was like $60. That's what happens when you buy cheap. And one lace front wig that I bought from Amazon, it was nice. I need to wash that one, actually, get some of the glue. That one's actually really good. But this one, it fit on my head kind of funny. Like, it just, I had to pull and pull, and I don't want to keep pulling too hard, where then it would rip. Lace can be tricky sometimes. And I know one other lace front I have bought, I did that, and I was pulling in a rip, and like, dang, that was my fault. They are low quality. Are they really? I mean, I can get one on Amazon for 99, but it doesn't stick well. Right, exactly. Like, that's why, I don't know, it's up somewhere in my house. The one that actually I got from Amazon was actually really good. But that one I paid $150 for. But that one is really nice. Like, it looked like my natural hair when I had it long until I cut it all off. I had to cut it all off because I had damaged my hair. Because I was trying to do like an ombre look to have like the dark hair on top and then maybe some like light brown, where I left the bleach on too long, so it burned out my hair on the bottom, so I had to cut it, and then I ended up cutting it all off. Do you have any little labubus? I do. I have only 2 of them. I don't think they're in here. No, I have them upstairs because I was trying to put them. I had them. I have one on my bag, and I don't know what I did with the other one. Give me 1 second. I dropped something. Oh, that's what I dropped. Jesus, this table. So that's why my head looks a little funny right now. Now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna like clean this up. I'll probably go in with another alcohol wipe, or did I use them all up? Shoot, oh no, they're right here. So I can clean up the adhesive. Probably use some of this to kind of clean it up a little bit so it doesn't look like all weird. Oh, so as I was saying, like earlier, I was on here for a while, and then I was playing music. Like last time, I remember when it was lagging, it was doing it again. I'm like, it must be when I'm listening to music, which is not fair because it's not like I put monetization. I always make sure I take off the monetization so I'm able to play, and it wouldn't let me. I'm going to. Oh, when are you going there? Okay, off to a random drop into other lives. Hit me. Thank you. Well, thanks for dropping in. I greatly appreciate it. I will talk to you later. Thanks again. Oh, now my hands all sticky from that stuff. Thanks. When do you plan to go out there? Okay, let me see here. They will be my last country in the. That will be my last country in the North. Oh, okay. What do you mean by that? By your last country? So when I was on live one earlier, and then like I was saying how it started to like act up, like freeze, and then it just started lagging, and then people were saying like my live stream was lagging. So I'm like, oh great, it's probably because I have music playing. So then, hey, how are you? Um, so I logged off, logged back in without no music, and no one was in the chat. So I'm like, okay, I'll just log off. So then I went on YouTube for a little bit. And then when I went on YouTube for a little bit, that was even acting funny too. I'm like, it must be my connection, my Wi-Fi or something because oh heck. Because I think that was what the issue. See, look, I got all this glue right here. I have to clean it up. Do it however is naturally for you. Congratulations. You do it how you feel that's best for you. I hate when YouTube gets away. Sweden, Finland, Denmark, Norway, Sweden. Those are some pretty cool places. So, not gonna lie, that kind of hurt. Just once make a physical relationship. Now she wants to. I'm sure it'll work out for you. However you decide to do it. Okay. I can't tell you that. That's something that I mean, you know what's best, how your guys' relationship works out, and what do you think? What's the best way to propose? Again, I'm sure however you do it, it's going to work out just fine. Because however you do it, it's going to be even more special. Oh. Whatever's meaningful to you, that's what will work out. Trust me. It will work out. You just gotta do whatever your heart tells you how how you want it to plan out. Well, this ain't mine. I just got them putting in a lace front wig. My real hair is underneath. Most times I just wear a cap or a baseball cap. But I'm working on this. You can't. I already glued it on. I glued this on. Like you probably see. I gotta fix it right here. You see how some of this glue is still on here? I gotta comb that out. But it's on here. I have 8 more countries in Europe. Oh, Europe. Whoop, it went away. Walking City. Oh, that'd be so cool. That'd be nice to do. Sorry, I'm trying to like get some of this glue right here. Because once I can get this glue out, then it looks more natural, like right there. But like this glue, and I don't want to pull too hard. Maybe I need to just let it dry down for a little bit. And my daughter has been sick this whole week, so she didn't really go to school. Well, she only went to school twice this week because she was under the weather. Now she just has like this dry cough. She had the flu, but now she's doing better, like I was saying. But yesterday she went to school, and then the teacher had sent us a message to kind of like pick her up because she wasn't feeling it. She was crashing. What time is it? I'm gonna fix this. There's like this glue right here. It's crazy how wigs can sometimes look realistic. That's only yeah, she can. She's one of, you know why? Because right now it's 3:30 by me. By you, it's ooh, what time is it by you? Picture thinking Cap Carl's on. Is it 10 o'clock by you? Or is it 11? I think it's 11 by you, right? Or, no, 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 no. No, it's later. What time is it by you? Now I'm going blank. Yeah, but anyways, by 3:30 is like when it's time for them to start to like 3 o'clock, 3:30. Oh yeah, in the morning. It's when they start to eat. How was your day yesterday? Because I didn't come on live yesterday. And I see your comments, so I appreciate it. I need to figure out a day when I can go on here like more scheduled. You know what I mean? Like have an idea. Was it good? That's good. So I can better plan it because this random pop-ups doesn't work for me. I mean, they work, but it's not like consistent where if someone wants to know, like, oh, I know Carlos is going live on this time on this day, I need to plan that better. I really do. Because that would help out. I'm thinking when, like yesterday at night, I was so close to going on live, but I was exhausted. Like, I was tired. But again, most people who are on my channel, they're on the other side of the country or of the world. So it's like if I go on late at night, it's like midday for you guys. No, I wouldn't say it's midday. Is it really? Today was okay day in terms of weather. Yesterday was cold. Yesterday was freezing cold. Oh, it was cold yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. Yesterday was freezing cold. I got all this hair all over the place. Yeah, that's cold. That's how it was like a week ago. Yeah, that is cold. Hopefully by then it'll be a little bit warmer. But that is cold though. Oh. Okay. I'll fix it later. It's like I tried my best. I haven't done one of these on me in like over 3 years. I have not done one of these because it's time consuming. And to be completely honest, I'll probably take it off in a day. I don't usually wear things like this. But I was like, let me try something different. Oh, Jesus, it's gonna make a mess. I will also go to my favorite city in Europe. What's it called? Christensen? Never heard of that. I'm gonna have to look that up. Alright. I better get going. Thanks for coming into my live. Sorry it wasn't on here very well. I was on long, but I wasn't on long. I mean, I was on long, but not long enough. All right, I'll let you go. I will try to make a plan to do this more better. I'm gonna have to figure out a time slot. All right, I gotta go because I gotta feed my dogs. But thanks for coming to my live. I'll talk to you later.